Okay, Mr. President, let's get into some specifics now. Sometime in the month of February, you sent out an elaborate audio encouraging the people of Ambazonians, especially the migrants, refugees that are fleeing from the war and trying to find refuge in different parts of the world, especially in the United States of America. We know that the Trump's administration is unwaveringly reforming that sector. And you spoke very clearly and promised that the government is working closely to ensure that TPS be renewed. In less than 90 days from today, Trump administration is anticipated to stop TPS for many countries. Venezuela and others have already been experienced the stop of that. How far are you with that effort? And are you sure that your efforts will bear some fruits?
Yes, when President Trump came to power, he immediately suspended um, certain processes that were going on, certain arrangements that were going on, approved by the U.S. government, approved by the former president, and he put them under review. I knew that that is what you do when you are trying to know the efficacy and the importance of certain programs that probably were put in place by your predecessor. So you don't just cancel them because they were not put in place by you. You need to review them and make a decision whether to continue to change, to reform, to improve on them, or have your signature on them. So when he made that decision, I figured out immediately that it wasn't any cancellation. When he says that he gave them 90 days, I knew that it would really be a time of review. That's what I would do if I'm the leader. I will certainly have to review a lot of things so that to understand what it is, then I know how to go forward. So that's why I came forward to assure the people of Amazonia that they should not be discouraged. We will go through they are going through the review, and I am positive that with our effort we will ensure that the best that the Trump administration understands the issue very well from our perspective, or gets our perspective of the issues concerning the migration of the people of Southern Cameroon to the United States, and the status of those who are already in the United States. Um, During that period, understanding that it's a review period, we have not been silent. We have done a lot and doing a lot. That's for us at now. I can tell you that based on what we have done and we are doing, I am cocksure that the the TPS will be renewed. We have done everything that we should do as a people who have people in this country. We have done everything from Congress to the State Department. I want to assure you that it will be renewed unless something else happens that is outside what the government is considering. The government is, as well, some people were worried about the visa restrictions, the order given to the finding Cameroon on the list of countries that may be subjected to visa restrictions within the next 60 days if they don't comply with certain requirements. Now, that has nothing to do with TPS. TPS has nothing to do with visa restrictions. That is that has to do with the problem that is going on in southern Cameroon versus La Republic. The problem that is uh, I'm not privy to the communication or the correspondence, but I want to say that visa restrictions are punitive in nature. It is a kind of punishment that America has used to penalize two people for certain reasons. And if they said they had things they needed to put in place, then I'm sure it has to do with their image. They are certain uh, activities, their treatment of political prisoners, their killing of Ambazonians, and their human rights records, and everything the ICC is now investigating. So some of those things, and then their refusal to engage peaceful um, mechanisms or to seek peace instead of the just doubling down on the war and the military option. So all those things I'm not privy, but I can tell you that when you are being threatened with sanctions, it's because you need to do certain things right, which you are not doing. You are not in agreement. So I'm sure that when if they don't do that, you are going to see some visa restrictions that will be targeted, because those are some of the things we have requested before, that there should be targeted sanctions now against La Republica. The blanket, I don't believe in blanket sanctions, because the ordinary people on the street suffer sometimes when you just put a blanket sanctions on the population. The same people that you sympathize with and want to help, you find yourself punishing them. So those are some of the targeted sanctions that will follow. And I can assure you that it's almost more than 30 days since they gave that order. Cameroon is just running around trying to use the French ambassador to pretend that there is something good coming. That's why he took the ambassadors, 6 ambassadors, and smuggled them to Bamenda to go and show them a charade that things are good, since there's some order, and that he's promising that he's going to do something. All that was the playing to the gallery, trying to please the President Trump and others, and especially Europe, that's getting more and more concerned about the issues. That's what they try to do, but in reality, um, um, the people of Amazonia, we are smarter. We are smarter. You see, so the Trump administration understands more than the previous administration, because they saw the beginning of this trouble, and then shortly after that, uh, President Biden came, who was like he had a hands-off strategy on Cameroon. He was the laissez-faire. I'm not the one who said it. Some diplomats have also said it, that he gave them a free ride, and was the administration was simply a bedfellow with La République du Cameroon. So this time around, if they have given them conditions, they have to take them seriously. But I don't see them, because you cannot say you are trying to solve a problem and you have never had any contact with the two sides in the conflict. So how can you be talking to one side of the conflict and you say you are trying to solve the problem? So that's why I came out also to to shine a spotlight on that hypocrisy, that they were not doing anything and nobody should buy that explanation. And if they don't, of course, the hammer will fall on some of those individuals, those war hawks in Yaoundé. They will be the first casualties before the ICC will get the rest.